Hey, welcome back to the channel. If you're into jaw-dropping military tech, shadowy government projects, and a sprinkle of mystery, you're in for an epic ride. Today, we're diving deep into the hidden world of America's secret weapons. Stuff so advanced, even the president might be out of the loop. Buckle up because this is going to be one heck of a journey.
And we're very powerful. This country is very powerful. Let me tell you, it's far more powerful than people understand. We have weaponry that nobody has any idea what it is, and it is the most powerful weapons in the world that we have. More powerful than anybody, not even close. So nobody's going to do that, but I think that if that's...
On April 10th, 2025, Donald Trump dropped a bombshell that got everyone talking. We have armaments that nobody has any idea what they are. We have the most powerful weapons in the world, more powerful than any other country, and they don't even come close. That's classic Trump, big, bold, and all about America's strength. But here's the kicker. What if Trump himself doesn't know the full story? What if there are secrets so locked down that even the guy in the White House is kept in the dark? With Trump's Make America Great Again vision, he's pushing to pour billions into defense, maybe into projects he only half understands. That could catapult the US far ahead of rivals like Russia and China, making America the undisputed king of military might. In this video, we'll unpack what's out there, what's rumored, and how agencies like the Pentagon, NSA, and DARPA might be cooking up tech that sounds like it's from a sci-fi blockbuster. Let's start with the moment that sparked this whole video. On April 10th, 2025, Trump's talking to reporters, fielding questions about tensions with China. Out of nowhere, he drops this line about weapons nobody has any idea about. It's pure Trump, brash, confident, and designed to make you sit up and listen. But is he just hyping up America's power, or does he know about some game-changing tech hidden in the cod shadows? To get why this matters, we need to zoom out. Since World War II, the US has been the termed world's military tech powerhouse. The Manhattan Project gave us the atom bomb, a weapon so devastating it ended the war and reshaped global power. In the 1980s, stealth tech like the F-117 Nighthawk made US jets nearly invisible to radar. Fast and forward to 2025, and the Pentagon's budget is a colossal $849.8 billion with a huge chunk going to research and development. That's more than the next 10 countries combined. Trump's Make America Great Again mantra thrives on this legacy. He's all about projecting strength, whether it's trade wars or military might. His claim about mystery, weapons fits that vibe perfectly. It's a flex to rivals like China and Russia, saying, you can't touch us. But here's the twist. Even the president might not have the full picture. There's a system in place that keeps secrets under lock and key, run by some of the most powerful agencies in the world. Let's meet them, because they're the ones holding the cards. Before we get to the tech, let's talk about the big players pulling the strings. The US Department of Defense, the NSA, and DARPA. These agencies are the brains behind America's military machine, and they've got the power to keep secrets from just about anyone, even the president. The Department of Defense, or DoD, is the heavyweight champ. Headquartered in the Pentagon, it oversees the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and more, with a 2025 budget of $849.8 billion. That's enough to buy a small country. The DoD runs special access, programs, or SAPs, top secret projects where the real cutting-edge stuff happens, from hypersonic missiles to next-gen jets. The Secretary of Defense, not always the president, decides who gets to peek inside. Back in the Cold War, the DoD kept projects, like the SR-71 Blackbird spy plane under wraps for years, showing their knack for secrecy. The National Security Agency, or NSA, is the king of spies. Based in Fort Meade, Maryland, they're the ones hacking enemy systems, protecting US networks, and listening in on global communications. Their tech can snoop on phone calls halfway, across the world, or cripple an adversary's power grid. The NSA is so secretive, even other agencies struggle to get details. In the 1970s, their Project Echelon was rumored to monitor global comms, way before Snowden's leaks confirmed it. If there's a cyber weapon that can shut down a country, the NSA's got it locked up tight. Then there's DARPA, the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, based in Arlington, Virginia. These are the mad scientists of the military world. DARPA's job is to turn crazy ideas into reality. They gave us the internet, GPS, and even early drone tech. In the 1960s, they ran Project Pandora, studying microwave effects on humans. Pretty out there stuff. Today, they're working on brain-computer interfaces, nanotech, and maybe even weirder things. Their projects are often so hush-hush, they don't hit the public radar for decades, shaping pop culture's image of shadowy government labs. These agencies are like a fortress of secrecy. They report to the president, but they don't always spill everything. So, when Trump talks about mystery weapons, he might only know what they've chosen to tell him. Let's see how that secrecy works. Picture this. You're the president, the most powerful person on Earth. You'd think you get to know every secret, right? Nope. The US has a system called compartmentation that keeps info locked down like Fort Knox. It's a bunch of safes, and you only get the code if you need to know. This is the need-to-know principle, and it's baked into how the government handles secrets. The DoD, NSA, and DARPA follow Executive Order 13526, which sets the rules for classified info. The highest clearance is Top Secret Sensitive Compartmented Information, or TSSCI. Trump's got that clearance, no doubt. He's the commander-in-chief. But for SAPs, those ultra-secret programs, he might only get a high-level summary, not the blueprints or test results. Take the Manhattan Project in the 1940s. Even Vice President Harry Truman didn't know about the atom bomb until he became president. That's how tight compartmentation can be. Fast forward to the 1970s, and President Jimmy Carter reportedly hit a wall when he tried digging into UFO files. If a president can't get answers, that shows the power of these agencies. Imagine Trump in 2025 asking for details on a secret weapon. He might get a slick PowerPoint from the Pentagon saying, "It's awesome, trust us," but the tech specs? Those could stay with DARPA engineers or NSA coders. The Secretary of Defense or agency directors often know more about specific projects than the guy in the Oval Office, so Trump's claim might be based on a briefing that left out the good stuff. Let's check out some of the tech we do know about to set the stage. Before we dive into the wild rumors, let's talk about what's public, or at least what's been leaked. The US is pushing some mind-blowing tech, and Trump's probably got the Cliff's Notes. But how do we stack up against Russia and China? Here's a table. That'll pop up on screen to break it down. Let's unpack this. Hypersonic weapons are missiles that scream at over Mach 5, dodging defenses like they're nothing. The US is testing the LRHW, set to deploy by late 2025, with $163.4 million in 2025 research funds. Russia's ahead. They used the Kinzhal in Ukraine in 2022, and their Zircon missile is in trials. China's DFZF is operational and scaling up. The US lags in deployment but leads in funding and tech refinement, aiming for precision strikes by 2026. Directed energy weapons like lasers are a US powerhouse. The DoD's spending $1 billion a year on lasers that can zap drones or missiles with pinpoint accuracy. The B market's projected to hit $32.1 billion by 2033. China's 2024 microwave weapon can fire 10,000 shots without stopping, and Russia's Peresvet laser guards missile sites. The US has the edge in investment and tech, but China's raw power is closing the gap. The Next Generation Air Dominance, NGAD, is the Air Force's 6th-gen fighter, with air stealth that makes the F-35 look dated, AI that thinks faster than any pilot, and drones that fly alongside it like wingmen. Billions are pouring in, but details are locked behind SAPs. China's JXX is in early testing, focusing on stealth, while Russia's MiG-41, set for 2025, boasts an electromagnetic cannon. The US leads with AI and stealth, giving it a strategic advantage. Autonomous drones are exploding. The global market's hitting $24.2 billion by 2025. The US dominates with AI-driven systems like the MQ-25 Stingray, but China's Swarmed tech, used for anti-submarine missions, is scaling fast. Russia's combat-tested UAVs pair with the MiG-41. The US has the funding and AI edge, but China's sheer numbers are a threat. The US is ahead in cash and innovation, but Russia's combat experience and China's rapid scaling keep them close. If Trump's mystery weapons are real, they could put America in a whole new league. Let's explore what those might be. Now we're getting to the fun part, the rumors. If Trump's talking about weapons, nobody has any idea about what could they be. Let's dive into the speculation that's got defense geeks losing sleep. First, there's buzz about exotic energy weapons. Beyond lasers, some whisper about plasma-based tech or electromagnetic field manipulators that could disable entire armies. There's no hard proof, but DARPA's history of out-there projects, like microwave weapons in the 1960s, makes it plausible. Imagine a weapon that fries electronics from miles away. That'd be a game changer. Then there's space-based tech. The US is pumping $1.5 billion into its space industry in 2025, and some of that's for defense. Think anti-satellite weapons or orbital lasers that could zap enemy satellites. Here's where SpaceX comes in. Elon Musk's company is light years ahead with reusable rockets like Starship, which could carry troops, satellites, or even weapons to orbit in minutes. In 2024, SpaceX scored a $733 million DoD contract for Starlink satellites, and Starship's being eyed for rapid military deployments or launching defense platforms. Imagine a Starship dropping a laser satellite to counter China's hypersonics. That's the kind of edge SpaceX brings. Russia and China have space programs, but SpaceX's speed and scale give the US a massive advantage. What about super advanced AI? There's talk of AI that can run entire wars, simulate battles in seconds, or make decisions no human could match. If the Pentagon's got something like that, it's probably locked in a DARPA lab far from Trump's desk. A rogue. AI running a war sounds like a sci-fi flick, but with AI's growth, it's not impossible. And we can't skip the UFO angle. In 2020, Trump mentioned interesting things about Roswell, fueling theories about reverse-engineered alien tech. The Pentagon's Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, AATIP, revealed in 2017, studied UFOs for years. No proof of aliens, but the idea of SAPs hiding exotic tech is tantalizing. What if there's a propulsion system or energy source we don't understand? It's a stretch, but the secrecy makes you wonder. These rumors are wild, but with SpaceX and DARPA blurring the line between sci-fi and reality, anything's possible. Let's see how Trump's vision fits into this. Trump's "Make America Great Again" is all about a military nobody can touch, and he's ready to pour billions into it. But every president's defense spending is a bet on the future, and Trump's reaping the rewards and fixing the mistakes of those before him. Let's break it down with a table. Every president's made a call on defense, and it's a long-term gamble. Clinton slashed budgets after the Cold War, dropping to $266 billion by 2000. It saved cash but left the military stretched thin, delaying tech like stealth drones. Bush went big after 9/11, hitting $553 billion by 2008, funding the F-35 and missile defense. Critics say he overspent, with programs running over budget. Obama cut back to $496 billion by 2015, focusing on drones and healthcare, but underfunded missile defense, leaving gaps Russia exploited. Trump's first term, 2017-2021, ramped up to $738 billion, launching Space Force and boosting NGAD and hypersonics. That set the stage for today's tech. Biden hit $773 billion in 2024, pushing cyber warfare and Ukraine aid, but his slower hypersonic progress let Russia pull ahead. Trump's second term, with $849.8 billion in 2025, dwarfs China's $296 billion, Russia's $66 billion, He's betting big on NGAD, hypersonics, and space, building on his first term's Space Force legacy. But he's also fixing past screw-ups. Take Jimmy Carter. His 1977 Panama Canal giveaway handed a strategic asset to Panama, now under China's influence. Or Ronald Reagan's Star Wars program in the 1980s, which dreamed of missile defense but fizzled due to tech limits. Those missteps left gaps Trump's trying to fill. His massive spending could make the US untouchable, but it's a high-stakes play. So, where do we stand? Trump's April 2025 claim about weapons nobody has any idea about opens a window into a world of secrets. We know about hypersonics, lasers, and the NGAD, where the US holds a razor-thin lead over Russia and China. SpaceX's Starship, with its DoD contracts, and DARPA's wild ideas could widen that gap, especially with Trump's Make America Great Again budget, $849.8 billion in 2025, building on his first term's Space Force and fixing past blunders like Carter's Panama Canal giveaway or Biden's hypersonic lag. But if even Trump doesn't know the full scope, what does that tell us? The DoD, NSA, and DARPA are running a tight ship, and their secrets could reshape global power. Are we on the verge of unmatched dominance, with NGAD jets ruling the skies and Starship platforms owning orbit? Or are we flirting with danger, where a single misstep could escalate tensions or unleash tech we can't control? The rumors, plasma weapons, super AI, even UFO-derived tech add fuel to the fire, making you wonder what's really out there. This isn't just about weapons, it's about America's soul. Trump's vision could make us great again, restoring the dominance we've held since World War II. But at what cost? Should we trust agencies operating in the shadows or demand answers? What happens if Russia or China match our tech, or if an AI weapon goes rogue? The line between sci-fi and reality is fading fast, and we're all along for the ride. As global power shifts, America's choices, Trump's choices, will echo for decades. Will we lead with strength or stumble into chaos? I want your take. Do you buy the rumors about sci-fi weapons? Should Trump know more? Is America's dominance worth the risk? Drop a comment, smash that like button, and subscribe for more deep dives into tech and power. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.